Welcome back. This is the video number 6, and in this video we will be talking about the menu system and routing. Before that, in the previous video, which actually what we did, we talked about the website communication with web API via Ajax, and we go through all with this idea. We were displaying the test data, which was actually we were pulling from our web API, and in meantime I actually changed a little bit the view. So let me show you those changes. So this is our home page, and when we go to customers, I have this button, and below that actually I changed the structure a little bit in HTML. Very simple change. Actually, this is just CSS styling, so you can do that in very nice way from the online setup. So I have this tab showing title, I have these two buttons load, and here actually I set up a table and make some headings and repeating over, and then putting some these button. There are these action, but these actions are not available currently. So, and here I just use some font awesome icons, which actually you can see when I will click this load data. So it is loading our data from web API, and currently I have here some buttons, but they are not wired up yet. This is just a display changes I did. Okay, now it's time to take a step back, and actually we talked about how this routing is working via ng-route, and we actually in this video we will talk about how to introduce routing in our own frame menu system, which we were building in the start, and we will set up things accordingly here. So let's go there and now see. So on index page, let me comment this out because I actually want to use now my framework here. And let's see. If I go to home page, so my framework is now being populated, and this is the menu item which we talked about in second or third video. So you can watch that video again to see how we came up with these menu items. So now we will extend from here to set up our routing and menu system. So actually we can style this data, this bar. For this purpose, I will show you. I actually wrote the code already. So this looks to me simpler. You can do it in variety of way, but Marks Meta provide a very nice articles and things because of this. You will see how flexibility grows. And okay, so one change, actually let's go to our HTML page of this one, and also I have some code here. So let me replace this one. Okay, let's talk about the styling. So app.cs, let me bring the background color back. Okay, here you can apply the style as I was mentioning. So I already have some CSS available. So extension module, framework template. Here we have defined some, this is for our core framework, nothing new here. And this is our menu template. Let me make this one a little bit bigger. So we have class here, JS menu area, JHS menu. So these CSS classes, and same I have something in template. I provide these classes, and here this is the CSS. So menu area, UL area, button, these are all CSS classes which I applied to various portion of these templates. So JHS menu area, this is the container, and here it is our menu. So our container style, if you see, we have relative position, background color, padding, minimum height. It is showing the 100% of vertical height, and from padding we are padding top is 30 pixel. In the menu area we have UL element, this one. It has another class as well, but this UL element we are mentioning here, padding left. And if there is a button class hovers, so this is making these bullet points go away. List style, simple CSS. And when I enable this one and see how it transform from here, and this actually you can take from any online template if you like. So I have here nice available with hover effect, and currently it is not doing anything, but this is giving me a visual representation of my menu bar on the left side. And okay, moving on, close this CSS file. Okay, now the thing is, along with this menu item, I actually want to show an icon. Okay, so if you see the style of our menu, here we are passing label. So how about we pass icon here? Let me copy that code. And let me get rid of these two items. We will be only two items are enough. So we provide font awesome dashboard icon here as a attribute, and for the customers, okay, so I'm specifying these two icons on this directive, menu item directive. Inside the menu item directive, I can actually menu item directive, as I'm reading label, I can read the icon as well. I mean, I can read the text property of icon. So it will be something like this one. And once I have this available in the template, actually let me make this one 200. Okay, in the template I can simply use this way. Let me replace this whole. So here we are just using I element and combining FA icon, and this actually construct a string, something like that. I think you are aware of this. So I'm on font icon, so I'm constructing this one. Okay, so moving on, let's see where we reach so far. So we have icons now appearing here. These two icons. Okay, and so now we need to set up the routing here. So when we click this item, we want to actually we will not use ng route, we will use the eventing. So we will broadcast an event to root scope, and then we will process this one in the controller. So let me show you first how it will be done. So as we are specifying icon as well as here the label, we can simply add here the route, something like that. Okay, so I have this one available already. And we can simply see, provide this one, pass this one to our directive. And so we are providing this string to our directive. So it is available on our scope. Now, in order to set up this one further, okay, so this is done already. Let me delete this part. This is done already. Let me delete this part. And here we are using link functions. So let me copy this. Link function, currently we are not doing anything. So here we are grabbing the element on which this directive is applied. We are calling jQuery click event, and we are using stop propagation and prefix default. Then in the scope.apply we are calling, because controller we are using GHS menu, so its controller is available, and these two functions we defined on controller, set active element passing the same element, and set route we are passing scope.route, which is actually we are reading from here to this one and specifying on our directive. So it will definitely, this string will be here provided to this controller function. Let's write this one. And in the, if we go to the controller, currently here we need to specify these two functions. So I will take simply this block. Okay. So on the, we are setting up a variable active element. This I will use definitely to mark that element, maybe further styling. And on set route, we are broadcasting on root scope. We are providing one event name. I hope it will not collide with any other one. JHS menu item selected event. And we are passing data, which is actually our route, which we provide to it on the same route. Okay. And once we broadcast this one on root scope, this one we can actually react to it in our framework. So for that purpose, once it is broadcasted on root scope, we will capture this event in our framework. So we need to go to framework controller. This is empty, and let me bring it. So this one we have finished this part. Delete. We have finished this part. And this is actually functionality. This code will actually, here in the framework we broadcast, and here on the this event handler, this is the event handler, we are setting up a route string property, whatever the data.route, which we are passing in our via this set route functionality, and giving to this scope variable. And just for display purposes, let's go to our framework template, and here we have our menu. So let's introduce one div here. Currently this I will simply remove this one later, but for demo purpose, that what we are receiving, because we have to then actually perform the routing based on this route string via our controller here. This I will actually do it in the next video, but at this level, once this variable is set up, this binding will definitely update it, and we will be able to see what we capture. Having all this in place, if I click dashboard, I capture the route string and display customers, dashboard, customers. So we are just one step less to actually perform our menu routing. And yeah, then actually we will be, when we click customers, we will be definitely displaying the view which we were drawing earlier via this thing, and we will see that how we can enhance based on this UI. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.